God save you.
Bah, humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Surely you don't mean that.
I do. What reason have you to be merry? What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Very well. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Humbug.
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools? Merry Christmas. What is Christmas time to you but a time for buying presents with no money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. If I could work my will, every idiot who went about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through the heart.
Uncle.
Nephew, keep Christmas in your way and I shall keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep it.
Let me leave it then. Much good it has done you. Much good it has ever done you.
There are many things from which I might have benefited, by which I have not profited. Christmas, I dare say, among the rest. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable time, a time when men and women seem to freely open their shut-up hearts. And so, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and will do me good, and I say, God bless it.
Bravo.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you shall be keeping Christmas by losing your situation. And you are quite a powerful speaker. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I don't have time for dinner parties. I have work to do.
But why? Why?
Why? Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
In love. That is the only thing more ridiculous than a Merry Christmas. Good afternoon.
Nay, Uncle, but you never came to see me before that happened. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am very sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. And I will keep my Christmas humor to the last. A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Mr. Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, sir.
There's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shillings a week, a wife, and a family. Speaking of a Merry Christmas, I'll retire to Bedlam.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley is dead. He died 7 years ago this very night.
We have no doubt that his generosity is well represented in his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessities, and hundreds of thousands in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons, sir.
And the Union workhouses, they are still in operation.
They are. Still, I wish that we could say that they are not.
And the treadmill and the poor law are in full vigor then.
Both very busy, sir.
From what you had said a moment ago, I feared something had happened to stop them in their useful course. I am very glad to hear otherwise.
Considering that they scarcely furnish Christian care of mind or body to the multitudes, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund for the poor, to buy them some meat and drink in means of warmth. We choose this time because it is a time above all others where want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. Now, what shall we put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. And since you ask what I wish, that is my request. I do not make merry myself at Christmas, and I cannot afford to make idle people merry. I do what I can to support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must seek their assistance there.
But many can't go there.
And many would rather die.
Let them die then, and decrease the surplus population. Besides, It is not my concern.
But you might make it your concern.
It is not my business. It is enough for a man to understand his own business, and not to interfere with others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let not
And I suppose you'll want the whole day tomorrow.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It is not convenient, and it is not fair. If I were to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. And yet, you don't consider me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
It's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pockets every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Scrooge, and Merry Christmas.
Humbug.
nothing you dismay. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all.
The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Scrooge.
Oh! Oh no! Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Bond.
No. No, I won't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't.
What evidence do you have of my reality beyond that of your senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because the smallest thing may affect them, yes. A slight disorder of the stomach can cause them to cheat. Why, you are nothing more than an undigested bit of beef. Yes, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. Why, there is more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this toothpick?
I do.
All I must do is swallow this, and for the remainder of my days be persecuted by a legion of goblins, all of my own creation. Humbug, I tell you, humbug! Ah! Mercy! Dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth, and why do you come to me?
It is required of every man that his spirit must walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world and witness what it cannot share but might have shared on earth and turn to happiness.
You are fettered. Tell me why.
Oh, I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will. And of my own free will, I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was as heavy and as long as this 7 Christmases ago. You have labored on it since. Ah, 'tis a ponderous chain.
Tell me more, Jacob, but speak comfort to me.
I have none to give, old friend, nor can I tell you what I would. A very little while is all that is permitted to me. You see, in life, my spirit never roamed beyond the narrow confines of our unchanging road, and weary journeys lie before me.
You must have been very slow about it, Jacob.
Oh, slow!
7 years, and traveling all the time.
The whole time. No rest. No peace. Incessant torture of remorse. Captive bound and double ironed. Got to know that no space of regret can make amends for one's life's opportunities misused. Yet such was I. Oh, such was I.
No, you're always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business! Oh, mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. And it is at this time of the rolling year I suffer most. Oh, why did I walk through crowds of my fellow beings with my eyes turned down and never lift them to help those in need?
Jacob.
Hear me. My time is nearly gone.
I will, but do not be hard upon me.
I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
I've always been a good friend, Jacob.
Tonight, you will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is this the chance and hope that you spoke of?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and be done with it, Jacob?
Look to to see me no more. And look that, for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold me?
I am.
Who or what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past.
No. Your past.
What business have you with me?
Your welfare.
I am much obliged, but a good night's rest would serve me better.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise. And walk with me.
Lead on, spirit. I follow. I was a boy here.
You remember this place.
Remember it? Why, I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years.
My old school.
These are but shadows of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us.
It's me. I was a boy. And Orson and little Charlie.
They cannot see or hear us.
Merry Christmas, Charlie. Merry Christmas. I'll see you after the holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Are you staying here again, Ebenezer? Well, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ebenezer. Merry Christmas.
The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still. Why, your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek? You were often left here, alone at Christmas, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Oh, poor boy. I wish... It's too late now.
What is the matter?
There was a beggar child singing carols at my door this evening. I think I should have liked to give him something. That's all.
You may remember that this was a very special Christmas for you.
Ebenezer! Ebenezer!
Then,
Dear brother, I've come to bring you home, dear brother. To bring you home, home, home. Home, little fan? Yes, home forever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be. That home's like heaven. One night, he spoke to me so gently that I was not afraid to ask him, once again, if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me in a coach to bring you. And you are to be a man, and are to never come back here. But first, we're to be together all Christmas long and have the merriest time in all the world.
You're quite a woman, little fan.
Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered. But she had a large heart.
so she had.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True. Fred, your nephew,
Yes.
come. There is more to see.
Why, I was apprentice here. Good heavens, it's me. And Dick Wilkins. He was very much attached to me, he was. And Fezziwig, dear Fezziwig, alive again.
Whoa there, Ebenezer, Dick. Oh, my boys, no more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Let's clear away, my lads, clear away. We'll need lots of room here. Yes. Christmas, Ebenezer. Christmas, Dick. Let's have those shutters on. Yes. Oh, my dear, we are ready to begin.
Splendid, dear. Girls, let's put the food back here on the table.
It's Belle. I was so fond of her.
Well, music. Let's have music. Well done. Well done.
Oh, dear Fezziwig, this has been a great success. Thank you for this wonderful party.
Oh, well, it is
very much.
It is a joy. A joy, I tell you. Merry Christmas to you both.
Yes, a Merry Christmas.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small.
Why, he has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. 3 or 4, perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
No, it isn't that, Spirit. Why, he has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Why, the gift he gives is in words and looks, and things so slight and insignificant that it is impossible to add and count them up. What then? Why, the gift he gives is as great as if it cost a fortune.
Or what is the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
No. I should just like to have a word or two with my own clerk.
Behold, yourself in love.
It's only a shilling ring, Belle, but one day it'll be a gold one, when I'm rich enough.
Oh, it is a beautiful ring, but I mustn't accept it.
Why not? Is it not good enough for you?
No, no.
It's because I'm not rich enough.
How foolish of you. Of course not. But you are still so young. You may have a change of heart one day.
Dearest Belle, if I were to ever have a change of heart towards you, well, it is because it has ceased to beat.
Will you always feel that way?
Just as long as I live. Longer. Forever and ever.
Then I accept your ring.
Oh, Belle! Oh, bless you, Belle! Oh. From now to eternity, we two are as one.
I have seen enough.
Yet more awaits you.
I won't look.
You shall. My time grows short. Quick.
Another idol has displaced me. And if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
Oh! This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty. And there is nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Have I not?
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I have not changed towards you. Am I?
Our contract is an old one, Ebenezer. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so until we could improve our worldly fortune by our industry. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Your own feelings tell you that you are not what you were. I am. That which promised happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often and how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say. It is enough that I have thought of it, and can release you.
Have I sought release?
In words, no.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in everything that made my love of any worth or value to you. Had you not sought my hand as a poor young man, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now?
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. But if you were free today, tomorrow, yesterday, can even I believe that you would choose me, a dowerless girl, you, who weigh everything by gain? If for a moment you were false enough to your own guiding principle to do so, do I not know that your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do, and I release you, with a full heart for the love of him you once were.
Well,
You may feel some pain in this, Ebenezer. In a very, very brief time, you will come to dismiss the recollection of it gladly, as an unprofitable dream from which it happened well that you awoke. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Well, I will see no more. Why do you delight to torture me so?
One shadow more.
No more. I do not wish to see it. Show me no more!
Oh, Merry Christmas, my darlings.
Daddy!
Oh, yes. Yes, for you. For you.
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
For you. Merry Christmas, my darling Belle.
Welcome home, William. It is a Merry Christmas.
I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Oh, who was it?
Guess.
Oh, I don't know. How could I?
Well,
Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge it was. I passed him on the street this afternoon. And his business seems to be doing very well indeed. Yet, when he walked by, he just looked sad. He continued on as though he saw nothing or anything around him, as though it didn't affect him at all. I hear his partner lies upon the point of death, and, well, I'm afraid he is quite alone in the world.
I am sorry for him. I can't imagine he's very happy. I'm sure he has everything in the world he ever wanted, except for happiness.
Mother, look what Daddy got us. Yes, look what Daddy got us.
Oh, what beautiful presents.
Spirit, remove me from this place.
I have told you that these are the shadows of things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me. Leave me. Take me back. But please, haunt me no longer.
Come here and know me better. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. Have you never seen the likes of me before?
Never.
You mean you have never walked forth with the other members of my family born in these latter years?
I don't think so. Have you a large family, Spirit?
Oh, there are more than 1,800 members of my family.
Tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, when last I went upon compulsion, and the lessons learned are with me still. But if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it. Lead on.
Follow me.
Precious father, then, and your brother, Tiny Tim, and Martha was late last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Yes, there's Martha, Mother.
Why, bless your heart, my dear, how late you are.
We had a deal of work to do last night. We had to clear it up this morning, Mother.
Never mind, so long as you are come. Sit ye down before the fire, my dear, and have a warm blessing.
Now look, there's Father coming. Hi, Martha. Hi. Yes, hide. Father. Father.
Hello, my dears. Why, where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day?
Here I am, Father. A Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And how did Tim behave?
As good as gold, and better. Sometimes he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people at church would see him because he is a cripple, and it might be good for them on Christmas Day to remember who made lame beggars walk and blind to see.
I'm sure it did them good to see him.
I think our Tiny Tim is getting stronger day by day, my dear.
I am sure he does. I do believe our dinner is ready.
Yes. What a fine goose this is, Mary. I think this is one of the finest we've ever had.
Well, you were the one who chose it, dear, and I agree. It is fine.
And our mashed potatoes, Father. You'll see the very fine too.
And the pudding. I helped make the pudding this time.
Oh, what a lovely pudding. A finer feast I've never seen. Merry Christmas, my dears, and God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in a poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No. No, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered, none other of my race will find him here. But what of that? If he is going to die, he had better do it, and decrease the surplus population.
You use my own words against me.
Man, if man you be, do not speak until you have discovered what the surplus is, and where it is. Will you decide what man shall live, and what man shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, that you are more worthless and less fit to live than the millions like this poor man's child.
Mr. Scrooge! I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast on. And I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, on which one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do.
My dear, Christmas.
I'll drink his health for your sake and the day's, not for his. Long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. To Mr. Scrooge.
To Mr. Scrooge.
Come, we have yet another place to visit.
Oh, as I live, he said that Christmas was a humbug. He believed it, too.
More shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth. And not so pleasant as he might be. However, his offenses carry their own punishments, and I have nothing to say against him.
I think he's very rich, Fred. At least, you always tell me so.
And what of that? His wealth is of no use to him. He won't do any good with it. He refuses to make himself comfortable with it. And he certainly has he certainly hasn't the satisfaction of ever thinking he's going to benefit us with it.
I have no patience for him.
Neither do I.
Well, how could anyone have patience with such a man?
Oh, I do. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. I feel sorry for him. I mean, who suffers by his ill whims? Himself alone. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't come and dine with us. What's the consequence? He loses our poor dinner.
Poor dinner? I think he missed a very good dinner.
Yes, indeed.
It was perfect. Absolutely divine.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it, because I haven't much faith in these young housekeepers. What do you say, Topper?
No, we bachelors are wretched outcasts, and I feel I've no right to express an opinion on the subject.
Oh, do go on, Fred. He never finishes what he's going to say. He's such a ridiculous fellow.
I was only going to say that the consequence of his taking a dislike to us and refusing to make merry with us is that he loses some pleasant moments which could do him no harm. I mean to give him the same chance every year whether he likes it or not. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but he can't help thinking better of it if he finds me coming there year after year in good temper, saying, "Uncle Scrooge, how are you?" Now, if it only puts him in the mood to give his poor clerk 50 shillings, that's something. And I think I shook him yesterday.
Let's have a game, Fred.
Splendid idea. What shall we play?
How about yes and no? Yes and no. That's a wonderful idea. You begin, Fred.
Oh, I'm thinking of something good.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Does it growl?
Oh, yes.
Is it a tiger?
No.
A bear?
No.
Does it live in London?
Yes.
Is it a very disagreeable animal?
Oh, usually.
Is it a rat?
No.
Is it sold in the market?
No.
Is it a savage animal?
Yes.
A savage, disagreeable animal that lives in London. Frederick, does this animal speak?
It does.
Oh, I found it out, Fred. I know what it is.
And what is it?
It's your Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, he has given us plenty of merriment. It would be ungrateful not to toast his good health. To dear Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
I must go now.
Your spirit's life so short.
My time upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight. Hark. The time is drawing near.
Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me the shadows of things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. And yet, as I know your purpose here is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be a better man than I was, I am prepared to bear your company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, Spirit. The night is waning fast, and I now know that it is precious time to me. Lead on!
We know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why? What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
Who knows?
What do you suppose he's done with all his money?
I haven't heard. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
Well, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral. Upon my life, I don't know of a single soul who would go to it. Suppose we make up a party and volunteer?
I don't mind going, if the lunch is provided.
What is the meaning of this conversation? Of whom do these women speak?
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Place to put a penny in the old man's hat. If you have a penny, a knife penny will do. Having got a knife penny, then go bless you. Oh, look here, old Joe, here's a chance. We haven't both met here without meaning it.
You could have met in a better place.
What odds then? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true indeed. No man more so.
Don't stand staring as if he was afraid. Who's the wiser? We aren't going to be picking holes in each other's coats, I suppose. I should hope not.
Very well then, that's enough. Who's the worse for the loss of ill few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed. If they wanted him after he was dead, wicked old screw, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying gasping out his last there alone by himself.
It's the truth, whatever spoken. It's a judgment on him.
I wish it was a little heavier judgment. It should have been. You may depend upon that. If I could have got me hands on anything else. Here you go, old Joe. Open the bundle and let me know the value of it. It's a real treasure I have there.
Yes, I see. Not bad. I always give too much to ladies. It's a weakness of mine, and that's how I ruin myself. That's your account. If you come back and ask me for another penny, I'll repent of being so liberal and knock off half a crown.
Now, undo my bundle, Joe.
What do you call these? Bed curtains.
Ah, bed curtains.
You mean you took them down, rings and all, with them lying there?
Yes, I did. Why not?
You were born to make a fortune, woman, and you're certainly doing it.
I certainly shan't hold me hand. Not to get anything in it by reaching it out. For the sake of such a man as he was, I promise you. No. Careful with the blankets.
His blankets.
Who else's do you think? He ain't likely to take cold without him, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catchy.
Oh, now don't you be afraid of that. I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him with such things if he did. Oh, and you may look through that shirt till your eyes ache. You won't find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you mean of wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such purpose, it ain't good enough for anything. It's quite becoming to the body, and he can't look uglier than he did in that one. Oh, this is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he's dead.
Spirit, is there not a person in this town who feels emotion by a death? If there is, show him to me, Spirit, I beseech you.
Is it good or bad?
Bad.
We are quite ruined.
No, there's hope yet, Caroline.
If he relents, there is. Nothing is past hope if such a miracle has happened.
He is past relenting. He is dead. It's quite true. He is dead.
To whom will our debt be transferred?
I don't know, but before that time, you shall be ready with the money. We will sleep tonight with a light heart, Caroline.
I see, Spirit. I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Spirit, show me some tenderness connected with the death. Or this dark chamber, will be forever present to me.
And he took a child and set him in the midst of them.
Are you all right, Mother?
Yes, dear. It's just that the color hurts my eyes. Your father should be getting home soon. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I think he's walking a little bit slower these past few evenings, Mother.
I have known him walk with Tiny Tim on his shoulder very fast indeed.
And so have I. Often.
He was very light to carry, and your father loved him so it was no trouble, no trouble. Oh, here's your father now.
Father!
Hello, my dears.
You went today, didn't you, Robert?
Yes. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green it is there. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on a Sunday. Oh, my little child! My little child!
Oh, Robert.
I'll be all right. I met Mr. Scrooge's nephew, Fred, today. He was extraordinarily kind. He could see that I was a little down, you know, and he asked me what was wrong. When I told him, he said, "I'm heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, and heartily sorry for your good wife." And then he gave me his card and said, "If there's ever anything I can do to be of assistance, please come see me." Now, it wasn't so much for anything he could do for us as his kind manner that helped me. It was almost as if he knew our Tiny Tim and felt sorrow with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
You should be sure still if you had seen and talked with him. I shouldn't be at all surprised if he got Peter a better situation.
Only hear that, Peter.
And then Peter will be keeping company with someone and getting ready to be married.
Get along with you.
It's very likely that will happen one of these days. Though there's plenty of time for that, my dear. But whenever and however we part, I'm sure we shall none of us forget our poor Tiny Tim, or this first parting that there was from among us.
Never, Father.
And when we recall how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel easily amongst ourselves, and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing so.
Never, Father.
I'm very happy.
Oh, Spirit. Spirit, this is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. I understand you, Spirit, and I would, if I could. But I have not the power, Spirit. I have not the power. Why did you bring us here? What purpose have we here? Spirit, before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or are they the shadows of things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, to which, if persevered in, they must lead. But if those courses be departed from, the ends will change. Say it is thus with what you have shown me. No, 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 kind spirit! Please hear me! I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I have been. Why show me these things if I am beyond all hope? Oh, good spirit, assure me that I may yet, by an altered life, change these shadows that you have shown me. Good spirit, your nature intercedes for me and pities me. Please, please, tell me that I may yet spudge away the writing on this stone. Please. I am in my own room. The bed curtains, they're here. They're not torn down. I'm here. Oh. The things that would have been may be dispelled, of course. Of course they can. Oh, Jacob. Jacob, I will keep Christmas in my heart and honor it throughout the year. Jacob, I will learn from the past, the present, and the future, and I will keep the lessons close to me always. Jacob, I say it on my knees, Jacob, on my knees. Oh, why? I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. Why, I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Why? A Merry Christmas to everyone, and to all a Happy New Year. God rest you merry, gentlemen, let nothing you. Tidings of comfort and joy. Wait. I don't know what day it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. Why, I don't know anything. Hello! Hello there! What day is it?
Eh?
What day is it today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why, Christmas Day.
Christmas Day! I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night, of course. Of course they can. They can do anything they like. Hello! Hello? Do you know the poulterers in the next street but one at the corner?
I sure hope I do.
Oh, what a delightful boy. Yes. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging there?
You mean the one as big as me?
That's the one, yes. Oh, what a wonderful young man you are, yes. That's the one. Go and buy it.
Sir?
No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it. And bring the man back here, so that I may give him direction where to take it. Come back with the man. I'll give you a shilling. No. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes. I shall give you half a crown.
Yes, sir!
I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He shan't know who sent it. Why, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim, it is. Oh, Theodore!
Mr. Scrooge, I beg your pardon, but I don't...
Theodore, please!
No, I will pay you as soon as...
Theodore, I forgive the debt.
But tomorrow I will... Sir?
Theodore, I forgive the debt. You owe me nothing.
I don't know what to say.
How about Merry Christmas?
And Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Mr.
Oh,
Scrooge.
Merry Christmas. Yes, what a wonderful young couple they are. Oh, hello, ladies!
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name. And I fear it may not be a pleasant one to you, but I ask your pardon, and will you please take this?
My dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
Please, please, not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you.
Mr. Scrooge, we don't know what to say to such generosity.
Don't say anything, just come and see me when you need help. Will you come and see me?
We will.
Oh, wonderful. Bless you. Bless you.
Merry Christmas.
Fred!
Oh, well, bless my soul. Uncle Scrooge.
Yes, Fred. I have decided that I will come to dinner this evening. Is that agreeable?
Agreeable? Why? Of course it is.
Indeed, Uncle Scrooge, we would love to have you join us for dinner.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then I shall be there at 3 o'clock. Until then, a Merry Christmas to you both.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Merry Christmas.
But now for Bob Cratchit. There he is now. Mr. Cratchit!
Mr. Scrooge! Merry Christmas, sir!
Mr. Cratchit! Why weren't you in the office this morning?
Well, sir, it's Christmas Day. You gave me the day to be with my family.
I did that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cratchit, I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer.
Please,
And
sir.
therefore, I'm going to raise your salary.
No, sir! What did you say?
A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas than I've given you in many years. I will endeavor to assist your struggling family, and I would like to discuss your affairs as soon as possible. Will tomorrow be convenient?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bless you.
God bless you, Mr. Scrooge.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas away. If any man alive possessed the knowledge, may that truly be said of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone.